Great. Okay, well, I'm so glad that you could all join me today on this dreary, rainy day, but it is Friday. Not that that matters. I feel like every day is the same. So, but yes, welcome to your mat, welcome to your practice, and I'm glad you're here. So today we're going to use a strap. If you have a yoga strap, I'm going to ask you to put it together. And if you don't have a yoga strap, no worries. Just place it to the side and I will guide you through how to use a regular strap. So you can use a dog leash, you can use a bathrobe belt, or anything else that you think would work. So we're going to start laying down on your back today. Have your strap handy. And be comfortable. So if you want to place a blanket under the head or something under your back or under the knees, you can, to be a little bit more comfortable. I like to have my knees bent with the feet on the floor, feet about mat width apart, and then let the knees touch. So just take a few moments here to settle. So we're settling in to this practice, beginning to settle down. You can place your hands on your belly. I like to have my hands next to each other so that my elbows are on the floor, but you can decide how you want to have your hands and arms. Eyes are closed. Begin to soften the space between the eyebrows. Relax the face. Relax the jaw. Letting there be space between the top teeth and the bottom teeth. Soften through the neck and throat. Relax the shoulders. Let the shoulder blades feel supported by the floor beneath you as well as the back. And then just take this time to start to connect to your breathing. Often counting your breath, counting the length of your inhale and exhale. That can help us stay a little bit more focused and more present. I like to keep the number simple, just keep it at 4. And then the rate of how fast you breathe or how slowly you count matches up with each other. So you can take a nice full deep breath in, counting to 4. And then a full deep breath out, counting backwards 4 to 1. Take a few rounds of that where you're focusing on your breath, you're feeling the lungs expand, maybe you're even feeling your belly rise and fall beneath your hands. Letting the nervous system begin to relax. And then from here, let's just gently take the arms up and back behind you. So the tops of the hands are going to reach for the floor behind you. If they don't comfortably reach, you can bend your elbows so that your arms are more like a field goal or cactus. Chest is wide open. Relaxing through the shoulders, lengthening the neck. And then we'll add the legs here. Let's reach the feet up towards the ceiling. Have a soft bend in the knees to start. The legs do not need to go straight. We can point and flex the feet. Make some circles with the ankles. Just moving them around a little bit. Just start to feel what you feel, the low back pressing down into the floor. Feet are just gently lifted in the air, feeling light as the blood flows down the legs. And then we'll move the body with the breath. Take a nice full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let's hug the knees into the chest with the option to bring your forehead to your knees. Really pull the shoulders down. Inhale, arms reach up and back, feet lift. Maybe the legs go a little bit straighter. They don't have to yet. Exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Again, inhale, arms reach up and back, feet lift. Exhale, hug the knees in. And two more, just like that. Inhale, just moving the body with the breath. Stay connected. Exhaling to empty. When you pull the knees in, pull the shoulders down. And then one more big breath like that. Full breath as you reach the arms up and back. Feet lift. And exhale, hug the knees in. Let's take both feet down to the floor here. Feet are going to go about mat width apart. Arms are going to reach away from each other. Knees are bent. Take a full breath in, and then as you exhale, let's let the legs both drop over to the right. You can turn your head over your left shoulder. Just starting to get a little more open in the back. Inhale, knees reach up towards the center. Exhale, legs go left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Legs go left. And then we'll just do one more each side. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the right. Really press your left knee in and away from your hip. Good. Inhale up to center. Exhale one more time over to the left. Really press the right knee down and away from the hip. Legs come back to center. Feet come down to the floor with the knees bent a little closer together. You'll reach for your strap here. So if you have a yoga strap, the loop is going to go around your head. And at your upper back, the ends of the strap will come near your arms, underarms, armpits. The right foot reaches into the loop. Tail going down, start to pull your tail down. Okay, so if you have a yoga strap, you're here, arms free out to the sides. Everybody can straighten the left leg if you'd like. If you're holding on to a strap, rather than having your hands way up high, let's bring them way down low so that your upper arms, the backs of your upper arms can rest on the floor. So just pausing here, allowing the strap to support your foot. The leg is lifted. You're starting to open up the hamstring. Just pause and breathe. Eyes are closed. The beginning of today's practice will be a little bit more meditative so that you can really be present right here and right now. We were talking at the beginning of the class, before class started, just about what a year and a half or a year will look like right now, and we really just can't even look that far ahead. So even just looking ahead a month from now causes some anxiety because it's so unknown. So even taking just today is a gift. We have this day ahead of us, this full day. And even that can be a little overwhelming. What am I going to do all day? So let's try to just take this moment right now. Taking in your practice. Taking the breath to help guide you through being in this present moment. So we'll take a deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, we're just going to let the right leg reach over to the right. So we come into this pose, putting our body into this shape. If you want to put your left hand on your left hip for a little more support, you can. If you need a little more support, you can bend the left knee so your left foot is on the floor and let the left knee open to the left. So however wherever you want to feel grounded down on the left side of the body is fine. And then just start to reach your right heel away from you. You're opening up the inner thigh, the outer thigh, using the strap to support the foot, pressing the bottom of the foot into the strap. And then just check in at this moment. Relax the neck. Feel the rise and fall of that deep breath. Take in positive energy that you're creating right now through your practice, and then letting go completely of any stress, tightness, tension. Let it go when you exhale. We'll take just one more deep breath in here on this right side, and then as you exhale, we'll bring the right leg back to center. If your left leg is bent, let the left leg go straight so it's out of the way. Right leg is going to start to reach over to the right. Soften the right knee to start. Your right hand can rest on the right hip. The right shoulder stays down. Use the inhale to open up your right rib cage, the right side of your rib cage, to resist the strap, to feel a little bit more grounded there. If you're holding the strap, again, adjust the hands so that your shoulders can be relaxed. Once you come into the pose and your breath is flowing with ease, maybe try to straighten the right leg a little bit more. You don't have to go over too far. Relax the neck. Be able to move the head left to right. Let both shoulders be down away from the ears, backs of the shoulders supported by the floor beneath you. This IT band is a really tight part of the body. It gets even tighter if we're stressed and if we're spending a lot of time seated. So if you're working from home, being in front of a computer and sitting a lot more, this can get really tight. So take the time here to breathe. Take a nice full deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let's bring the right leg back to center. Let the right foot come out of the strap and just hug the right knee into the chest. You can rock the right knee left to right. Maybe make some circles with the right knee, moving the thigh bone in the hip joint. Moving, and then getting a little deeper into the hip. We're going to bend the left knee so the left foot's on the floor. Right ankle is going to cross over the left leg, right above the knee. You can stay right here if this feels deep enough into your right hip. If you want to go deeper, you'll reach for the back of your left thigh and draw the left knee in towards your chest. Left foot is relaxed, the right foot is flexed. A gentle sway left to right with the shape of your legs. A pause about an inch or two over to the left, drawing the left knee in towards your left shoulder. Try to relax both shoulders and soften through the right hip. Continue to breathe with ease. Adding on a little bit, the shape of the legs comes back to center. We'll let the left foot reach up towards the ceiling. It can have a soft bend, or the leg can go a little bit straighter. If you want to go a little deeper, you can lift your head and upper back off the floor, and then maybe take your hands a little higher up the leg. You can hold on behind the calf or the ankle. Try to relax through the collarbones and breathe deeply here. The belly is drawing down towards the spine, towards the floor. Staying connected with your breath, grounded down through the back. Take a nice full deep breath in, and then as you exhale, slowly release. Let the left foot come down to the floor. The knee is bent. Your right thigh will cross over the left thigh. Arms reach away from each other. Chest is wide open here. Shoulder blades supported by the floor. Hips will scoot over legs drop over to the left. If this feels like too much, you can uncross the legs and just stack the thighs. So just see what feels okay for you today. You want to press down with the right shoulder, but both shoulders are away from the ears. You can turn your head over your right shoulder if you'd like. And then thinking about using your breath and using subtle movements here with the body to create space in between the ribs, in between the bones in the back, by lengthening the spine and lengthening the right hip away from your right shoulder. So opening up the whole right side of the body. So breathing deeply in a twist helps condition the lungs. It's a little harder to breathe when you're in this position, so think of this as a little exercise to deepen your breath and condition the lungs. Take a deep breath in here, and then as you exhale, we'll bring the legs back to center. Uncross the legs if they're crossed. Even out the hips. Draw the knees into the chest. 3 really nice deep breaths here. Inhale, arms reach up and back. Feet lift. Exhale, out of the mouth like you're fogging your sunglasses. Hug the knees into the chest. Forehead can go to the knees if you want to. Inhale, arms reach. Feet lift. Open up the shoulders. Exhale, really empty. Press the thighs into the belly. One more time. Inhale, arms reach, feet lift. And exhale, hug the knees in. We'll bring the feet down to the floor again. This time you're going to put your left foot into your strap. So you might need to tighten or loosen the strap if you have a yoga strap. If you're using something else, then remember to have the hands low so that your shoulders are relaxed. Try not to have your hands gripping super tight, just enough to hold on to the strap so that your foot is supported. If you have a yoga strap, hands free. Hands out to the sides. Right leg can go straight along the floor. And then again, pause here. Bring your practice right back to this moment. Anytime the mind starts to wander in a pose, especially a pose that doesn't require movement, but if we're just still, you can attach that count to your breath. So you can inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. So just remember you can count anytime the mind starts to feel like it's going somewhere else. Also, check in. What are you feeling? Where are you feeling what you're feeling? Can we start to feel tightness soften? Can we start to feel stress melting away? Take a nice full deep breath in here. As you exhale, we'll let the left leg reach over to the left. So the right hand can rest on your right hip, right shoulder is down. If you need a little more support on the right side of the body, if you feel like you're rolling over to the left, you can bend the right knee with the right foot on the floor and then open the right knee to the right. That creates a little bit more weight on the right side. So do what works for you. Again, anytime you need to soften the knee, you can. We're starting to open up the inner thigh, outer hip, grounding down through the back. So even draw the belly in and down a little bit. Press both sides of your low back down into the floor. Let this create some stability in your back. Take a nice full deep breath in here. As you exhale, we'll bring the leg back to center. Right leg is going to go straight along the floor. The left leg is going to start to reach over to the left. Doesn't have to go far, and you can soften the knee. You can take your left hand on your left hip crease and just kind of guide it down so it stays down. Left shoulder stays down. Again, you can draw the belly in and down a little bit to stabilize the back. Once you're here, see if your breath is flowing with ease. Then you can find a little bit more depth if you want to. Maybe pressing the back of your left leg a little bit straighter. Maybe you're pushing the bottom of your foot into that strap. A nice flexed left foot. Let this area of the body soften. It may take a little time. It may take a deeper breath. It might take a little extra work. That's okay. Once your body is in this shape and it's supported by the floor, by the strap, all you need to do is breathe. Take one more really nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, let's bring the leg back to center. Let your foot come out of the strap. Hug the left knee into the chest. Any movement you'd like to make with that left knee, the left hip, thigh, move it around. We'll start to bend the right knee so the right foot comes on the floor. And then when you're ready, we'll take the left ankle, cross it over the right leg, right above the knee. You can stay right here. Maybe your left hand gently presses your left knee forward. If you want to reach for the back of your right thigh, you can interlace your hands. Draw the right knee in towards the chest. Go gentle here. You're going to feel this in your left seat and the left hip. If you want to feel a little bit more, you can take the shape of your legs and just let it lean over to the right a little bit. Then the right knee draws into the right shoulder a little bit more. Maybe you flex your left foot. That gets a little bit deeper. Breathing deeply. The hips are another area of the body that carry a lot of tightness and tension that can relate to stress. And also, again, if you're sitting a lot, so let this open. If you would like to add on, shape of the legs is more centered. Right leg reaches up towards the ceiling. You can stay right there or go a little further by lifting the head and upper back off the floor. Let your belly button draw down towards your spine. Maybe you take your hands, walk them up the right leg, reaching for the calf or the ankle. Maybe you're even reaching for your foot, depending on where you are. And then just breathe here. Try to find softness in the chest, in the collarbones. Shoulders are away from the ears. Neck is long and relaxed. Belly is strong. Breath is flowing with ease. Take a nice full deep breath in and exhale. Slowly release. Let's let that right foot come down to the floor. Left thigh will cross over the right thigh. Hips will scoot a little bit over to the left. Arms reach away from each other. Legs gently drop over to the right. Again, if it's too deep, uncross and just let the thighs stack on top of each other. You can turn your head over your left shoulder. Try to close the eyes. Breathe deeply. Relax through the back. Feel the rise and fall of the belly as you breathe. So we talked about the lungs on the other side. Twists also are really good for increasing the blood flow to your internal organs, helping with digestion. I'm not sure about you, but when I'm home all day, I snack a little bit more. My son has been baking a lot, so I've been eating some delicious treats. So just getting the blood flowing to the internal organs here, getting digestion moving. And filling up the lungs. Take one more deep breath in, and then as you exhale, come back to center with the legs. Uncross the legs if they're crossed, even out the hips. Hug the knees into the chest. And then you can either rock front to back a few times, kind of rolling out on your spine, and then rock all the way up to sit, or you can roll to one side and gently press yourself up to sit. We're just gonna take off the strap, move that out of the way, and we're gonna make our way into child's pose. So feel free to put something underneath your knees, especially if your mat is on hardwood. You might want a little extra padding, so you can put a blanket or a towel under the knees. So we're gonna start off in a wide leg, wide knee child's pose. Knees are gonna go wide, big toes are gonna touch, shins are down on the floor, hips sinking down towards your heels, and then walking the hands way out in front. Start palms down, arms not touching the floor. If you need a little more support, then you can lower down the forearms and elbows. But if you're okay lifting the forearms and having just the palms on the floor, try that. Then we'll drop the forehead down to the floor, in between the upper arms. If you need more support, you could put something underneath your head, like a pillow or a block, or you can stack your fists. So going a little bit deeper here into the upper back and shoulders, you're gonna press the pads of your fingers down into the floor as you lift your palms and tent your hands. Forehead is still down, getting a little bit deeper into the shoulders. Pull the shoulders back. Let the shoulder blades melt down the back. Again, anytime this is too much, you can just relax the hands down on the floor. Relax the arms on the floor. Breathe deeply here to lengthen the spine. Hips are open. Lengthening and deepening your breath. One more nice deep breath in here in child's pose. As you exhale, come up onto hands and knees. Bring your knees right underneath the hips, but we're going to walk the hands forward for a modified plank pose. Shoulders are over the wrists, knees are pretty far back, belly is drawn in. If you would like to go a little bit stronger and deeper, you can curl your toes under and lift the knees, and you're in a plank pose. So there is one straight line from your crown of the head to your tailbone, whether the knees are up or down. Feeling nice and strong here, just pause and breathe. Spine is tall and long, just like as if you were standing. Building some strength in the core. If your knees are up, we're all going to drop the knees to the floor and relax the tops of the feet to the floor. You can move your hands back just about an inch or two. So the wrists are really underneath the shoulders here. Chest is going to be strong and open. As you breathe in, fill up the lungs. As you breathe out, bend the elbows and start to lower down. Maybe just a little bit, maybe about halfway down. Inhale, push back up. One straight line from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Exhale, push the palms forward as your hips go back. Okay, again, moving with the breath. Inhale, shoulders over wrists, belly is strong, one straight line. Exhale, bend the elbows, maybe just a little, maybe a lot. Inhale, push back up, and exhale, hips go back. So we're moving with the breath, warming up the body a little bit, creating a little bit of heat. Take a full breath in here, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower the chest down. Inhale, slowly push back up. Exhale, hips go back. One more time, just like that. Inhale, shoulders over wrists. Exhale. lower down. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, hips go back. Okay, this time, inhale, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, bend the elbows to slowly lower all the way down to the floor. So, if anybody has an extra tight back, you can roll up a blanket and fold up a blanket and put it under your hips. Otherwise, you can move the blanket out of the way if it's not in the right place. You're going to make a pillow with your hands under your forehead. Elbows are out to the sides. We're going to strengthen the muscles that support your spine and your back here. Really important for posture and important to protect the back from injury. Often when we're stressed, we are a little more susceptible to injure the back. So we're going to keep it nice and strong here. Crown of the head is forward. Forehead is on your hands. Inhale, you're going to lift. You're lifting your forehead, hands are attached, elbows are out to the side, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. You don't have to lift too high. If you need to modify, inhale, lift. Press the hands and forearms down. You don't have to lift the arms. Exhale, lower. Move with the breath. 3 more times like this. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Really feel the spine lengthen and strengthen. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time, just like that. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. All right, we're gonna add on a little bit. We're gonna add the legs. If that feels like too much, just keep the head down and just try doing the legs. As you inhale, we're gonna lift. Legs are gonna be straight. You're trying to lift the thighs off the floor. Also lifting the head if you're okay. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Nice and controlled. Move with the breath. Inhale, lift. You don't have to lift high. It can just be a little bit. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Pause here. Bend your knees. Relax your back. Windshield wiper your feet left to right. Try to relax the back. Okay, moving to the front of the body here, we're going to work the core a little bit. The feet are going to come down to the floor and you're coming into Sphinx pose. So shoulders are over your elbows. Forearms are parallel. Lots of ways to modify. You don't have to do a full forearm plank. So you can just lift the belly. You can lift the belly and the hips, keep the knees down, or curl the toes under and lift. So you're in a forearm plank. So pick the pose that works for you. Notice where your chest is. Is it way down, or can you push your forearms down, creating space in between your shoulder blades and space in between the shoulders and the ears? Belly is in and up, nice and strong. And breathing with ease. If you would like to change it up a little bit, you can bend your right knee, let it tap the floor, then straighten. Bend the left knee, let it straighten. Tap the floor, then straighten. Bend the right, straighten. Bend the left, straighten. Bend the right, straighten. Bend the left, straighten. Come back to neutral. If you want to add on again, you can inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower them down right where they were, straight line. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Drop the knees anytime you need to. If you can stay up a little bit longer, we'll move We're 3 more breaths here. Inhale, crown of the head rocks forward. Exhale, roll, push back through your heels. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back. One more time. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back. Pause at center and neutral. Belly is so strong. Nice. We'll drop the knees. Walk the hands back. Child's pose. Let the tops of your hands rest by your ankles. Let your shoulders come forward and down. Let your forehead rest on the floor. Reconnect with your breath. Find the length in your spine, the depth of your breath. Take one more nice deep breath in, and then as you exhale, we're going to come up onto hands and knees. So again, if you want to put something underneath your knees for a little extra support, you can. Otherwise, your shoulders are over your wrists, your knees are underneath your hips. Let's take 3 breaths together here, moving with the breath. Inhale, curl the toes under, drop the belly, open the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, push the floor down, draw the belly in as you round the back, tops of the feet press down. Good. Inhale, curl the toes under, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck and round. One more time, just like that. Inhale, lift through the front of the body and open. And exhale, tuck and round through the back. Good, we'll come to neutral spine. Crown of the head is forward, tailbone is back. We're gonna take at the same time, your right foot and your left hand is gonna reach forward and back, away from each other. So finding that balance immediately. The belly draws in, trying to find your center. The right foot is back, the left hand is forward. Crown of the head is forward. Shoulders are away from the ears. Belly is strong. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, the left hand comes down to the floor. Keep the right leg lifted as you breathe in. Exhale, bring the right knee into your nose, round the back. Inhale, send the right foot back, crown of the head reaches forward. Exhale, right knee to the nose. Inhale, send the right foot back. Exhale, knee to nose, and then step your right foot up to where your right hand is. So now you're gonna move both hands to the inside of your front foot and come up onto your fingertips, the pads of your fingers. So both hands are on the inside of your right foot. Your right foot is on the floor, the ankle is right underneath the knee. My left knee is really far back. So you can see here that this is really opening up my left hip flexor here. So if you need to scoot your knee back, you can without letting your right knee pass your right ankle. We're going to take the left hand, place it down on the floor, turn your right toes to 2 o'clock, roll to the pinky side of your right foot as the right knee opens, and then the right hand is reaching up towards the ceiling. You can take your right hand behind you or straight up, depending on what feels okay for you. Relax the shoulders. If you want to go deeper, you don't have to. You can bend your left knee and reach your right hand back for your left foot. Don't feel like you have to. Just reach that right hand either up or back. Hips are sinking low. a nice full deep breath in, and then as you exhale, the right hand comes down to the inside of your right foot, and then just swing your right foot back so that your right knee is next to the left. Hands come back to underneath the shoulders. We're gonna go a little bit deeper here with those 3 breaths. So as you inhale, curl the toes under, drop the belly, lift the chin. As you exhale, tops of the feet come down, push back, child's pose, but keep the hands where they are, head drops. Inhale, come forward, curl the toes under, drop the belly, lift the chin. Exhale, tops of the feet press down, hips go back, pull back, drop the head. One more time. Inhale, curl the toes under, drop the belly, lift the chin. And exhale, pull way back, tuck the chin. Good. Coming back to hands and knees. At the same time, if you can, we're gonna send the left foot back and the right foot forward at the same time. Pause here. Check in with your shoulders. Check in with your neck. See what the belly is doing. Belly draws in. Back foot is flexed. I feel like this pose, we do it almost in every class. It seems so simple, but there's so many things going on. Belly, back, where your shoulders are. Back foot is flexed, back thigh is strong. A lot going on here. So really just focus on being in the pose, noticing what you feel and how you feel. Let's take the right hand down as you take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your left knee into your nose, round the neck. Inhale, left foot back, crown the head forward. Exhale, knee to nose, round that back. Inhale, left foot back, crown the head forward. This time, knee to nose, and then step your left foot where your left hand was, and we'll move the left hand to the inside of your front foot. Now, if you look here at my back knee, it looks like my back knee is under my hips. I'm gonna slide way forward, scoot the knee back. So my left knee stays over the left ankle, but my right knee is really far back, so I can get deep in the hip flexor. Hips are weighing me down here, so just let the hips weigh down. We'll take the left toes. We're gonna turn them to 10 o'clock. Roll to the pinky side of your left foot. Right hand plants down onto the floor. Left hand can reach up towards the ceiling. If that's too much, just let it rest on your left hip. If you want to do a little bit more, let your left hand reach towards the back of this room behind you. If you want to go deeper, you can bend your right knee and reach your left hand back for your foot. You don't have to. Don't feel like you have to. Chest is open. Hips are low. Hip flexor is open. Hips are deep. Beautiful. Take one more deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, the left hand comes down. You're going to swing your left foot around behind you. Walk your hands back to your knees. Curl the toes under. Lift the knees. Roll to the bottoms of your feet as you hang in a gentle forward bend. Pause here. Sway left to right. Relaxing through the neck, shoulders and spine. If you need more support, you can let your forearms rest on the legs above the knees. And then when you're ready, we'll take our time to come all the way up to stand. So take your time to come up. I'm just going to adjust my camera here for a moment so that my head is not cut off. So coming to stand, let's take 3 breaths together. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, arms come out and down. Good. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, arms reach out and down. One more time. Inhale, out and up. And exhale, out and down. Okay, we're going to come into a little bit of balancing. We're going to start with tree pose. So you're going to start with your right foot down on the floor. The left knee is going to open up to the left. Toes can start down on the floor. Notice your hips here. Are they even, or is your left knee, your left hip lower? Try to have the hips even. Shoulders are relaxed. Center of the body is nice and tall and strong. Hands can be at the heart center. You can lift the left foot, placing it on the calf or above the knee on the inner thigh, just not the knee and not the ankle joint. So just pick a place. You can always leave the toes on the floor. Pick a place for your standing leg, your bent leg on your standing leg. Find your balance. It helps to look at something in front of you that's not moving. You can change up the arms if you'd like, reaching the arms up overhead. Soft elbows, soft shoulders. If you would like to challenge yourself here, you can take your gaze up towards the ceiling. And then if you really want to challenge yourself, you can try to close the eyes. You don't have to. When you're ready, we'll come out just as slowly as we came in. Arms come down, hands at the heart center, left foot comes down, shake out the right. So just shake out the right foot a little bit, and then we'll switch sides. The left foot comes down to the floor. Right knee opens so the toes can stay down. Hands at the heart center. Notice your hips. Are they even? Lengthen through the spine. Shoulders are relaxed. Then you can find a place if you want to lift that right foot, you can. Calf or inner thigh, just not on the knee. Find that easy, steady breath. And take the arms, reach them up overhead, soft elbows. You can take your gaze up towards the ceiling if you want. Maybe you try to close the eyes, even just for a second. Have to. And then when you're ready, hands come down, right foot comes down, and then shake out both legs. Feet will come about hip width apart, and then just swing left to right a little bit. Just get into the back, relax the shoulders, just a gentle little twist in the side body. Okay. So one more set of balancing poses. I'm going to turn to the side. We're going to ground down through the right foot. Your left knee is going to lift. As you take your hands to your heart center, soften your right knee. If you want to add on, full expression is inhaling, arms reach up. Exhaling, a modified warrior 3 where the left foot goes back, hands go back. Moving with your breath, you inhale, come back. If you'd like to modify, inhale is lifting the knee, arms up. Exhale, balancing as you transition back, but then you can always let the left toes find the floor behind you. And then inhale to lift. So whatever works for you, or just working on balance here, some strength, and some focus, moving with the breath. As you exhale, the hands go back, chest goes parallel to the floor, left foot goes back, And then when you inhale, you come up. You're really getting a lot of strength in the right standing leg, not only with muscles, but with bone density. Let's do one more. Ride your exhale back, open through the chest, reach the left foot back. And then when you inhale, come back to center, hands at the heart, left knee is lifted, strong right leg, and then lower the left foot, shake out the right. Woo! Okay. A lot going on in that pose too. Okay, other side. Left foot grounds down, soft knee. And again, if you need to modify even when you come in for the inhale, if it's too much to have the knee lifted, just have the toes down in front. So you can inhale, lift the knee, arms reach up. Exhale. Hands reach back, right foot reaches back, chest is open, flexed back foot. You can reach for the floor if you need to behind you with that right foot. Your inhale is lifting. You don't have to be at the same pace as me. Just move with your own breath. Exhaling is to reach back, really open through the chest. Feel the shoulders go back. Find your balance. It's okay to fall in and out. It's okay to wobble all over the place. This is the practice here. Play around a little bit. You don't have to take it too seriously. We're working on some strength and balance, but playful. Let's take one more time of a full exhale back. And then when you inhale, come back to center, hands at the heart, right knee is lifted, belly is in, left leg is strong, and then lower. Shake it out, and then we're going to make your way back onto your back. When you come onto your back, hug your knees into the chest, rock left to right. Take your time getting down here, there's no rush. Reconnect with your breath, feel your back grounding down on the floor. And then from here, we're going to come into happy baby pose. So you're reaching for the outsides of your feet. If you can't reach the outsides of your feet, you can hold on underneath the knees, or you can hold on at the ankles. If you have the full expression, knees are wide, feet, bottom of the feet are facing the ceiling. If you're modifying, no worries. Just try to draw the knees down towards either side of your torso. Grounding down through your low back. You can even tilt your tailbone down. Push your feet into your hands so you can release the shoulders. Feel length in your neck. Grounded down through the spine. Releasing any last bit of tightness or tension from the hips. You can gently rock left to right. And then from here, we'll gently release the feet down to the floor. Legs go straight along the floor. Arms reach up and back behind you. Breathe deeply here just for a moment as you reach your feet way forward. Your fingertips reach way back. A few deep breaths here. And then we'll bend the right knee to place the right foot on the floor. Left knee, left foot comes on the floor. Arms come down by your sides. And then you can prepare for Shavasana. So you can either just stay right where you are for final relaxation pose. If you would like to use any props, feel free. If you want to sit up have something under the legs, or you need a sweatshirt or a blanket, feel free. And then once you find that comfortable pose, close the eyes, breathe with ease, take in the positive energy that you've created through your practice. Let go of any stress or heaviness. Let that go when you breathe out. Taking these last few moments of your practice to keep the mind quiet. Let the body be relaxed. Maybe even feeling a deep sense of calm and peacefulness. Everybody is having their own struggles during this crazy time. People with little kids are experiencing one thing. Empty nesters are experiencing something else. People who live alone are experiencing something different. So whatever it is that you're experiencing now during these stay-at-home times, just remember that you're not alone, that we're all together on this planet. This is probably the one time in my lifetime that I've seen the entire planet working together to protect each other. So we are all connected. We are all with each other. And we are all here for each other. So take your time to gently and slowly transition out of Shavasana when you're ready. There's no rush.